Hello, what's up, guys? And nice to see you. Welcome to our regional polytechnic institute in Singapore. And today, in this video lesson, I'm going to talk about early Asian. And before I let you know to this new one, I also have some question to ask you in the old point that we studied together last week. It was about rise and green revolution, right? So my question is the first one: what did green revolution scientists assume to the technology? If you know the answer, please pause my video for seconds and write the answer or try to answer quietly yourself. Okay, the answer for the question is it means they assume that the correct technology is all that really counts in getting high yields from agricultural lands. Yeah. And the second question, what does the cycle of wet and dry phases alter? If you know the answer, please do it again, the same as I mentioned above, in the same as in the first question. Pause the video for a second and answer. Do you know it alters? Yeah, it alters soil pH, induces the cycle of aerobic and anaerobic conditions in the soil that determines the activity of microorganism, circulates mineral nutrients, foster the growth of nitrogen fixing algae, exclude weeds, stabilize the soil temperature, and over the long term governs the formation of a plow pan that prevents nutrient from being leach into the subsoil. That is the answer for the second question. That is, the cycle of wet and dry phases alter. So let's get started to the next one. And about this that you can see now, it is continued from above in the old point. Okay, let's get started now. Such a system needs careful management since many hundreds of farmers are upstream and downstream of each other, all dependent on a fair share of the available water in the right amounts at critical points in their growing seasons. Right? Upstream means moving on the river or stream toward its origin. Upstream. And downstream, it means it's in the direction a river or stream is flowing. And yet, unlike in China, this management was never the responsibility of any state official or bureaucracy. A system for controlling or managing a country, company, or organization that is operated by a large number of officials employed to follow rules carefully. Yeah, Karyalai Tapatai. They were kings of Bali, but they rule by rituals focused on a different god, a different mountain, and a different chief temple. Rather, it was a system of temple worship by farmers organized into worship groups that manage not only the flows of water but also a number of collective cultivation issues, such as when to plant, when to burn to control pests across a whole hillside, when to harvest, and when to fallow. At every node of water diversion, node it means a place where things such as line joints or where a leaf and stem join on a plant. And water division means ការបង្វែរទឹក. That is, at every where across a stream or river there is an altar or a temple and deity associated uh, with it. Altar means a type of table used in ceremonies in the Christian church or in other religious buildings. And deity, a god or goddess, adjective associated with it. Everyone's downstream that sorry of that altar is a part of its congregation. Congregation, it means a group of people who have come together in a religious building for worship and prayer.ក្រុមជំនុំ congregation. At the village level, water management associations composed of all farmers in the vicinity. The area near or surrounded particular place, the wanted can, and composed to be the parts that something is made of, means a mass peep, known as subak, subak, were responsible both for worship and for collective agricultural and water use decision. The temple festival require obtaining holy water from upstream sources. The need to collect this holy water provides the means by which temple congregations are linked in ever more inclusive units.អង្គភាពបញ្ចូលគ្នា and the intricate annual calendar for all those temple festivals in simultaneously. The calendar for opening and closing the irrigation weir, intricate of having a lot of small parts or detail. They are arranged in a complicated way and are therefore something difficult to understand, solve, or produce. Intricate. Ultimately, the high priest, Jiro Gidi, has the, you all already known about his name. Jiro Gidi has the right to make certain decisions with implications for the entire watershed, such as whether to open a new region to terracing and cultivation. Implication means the effect that an action or decision will have on something else in the future. ផលប៉ះពាល់ and watershed, an area of high ground from which water flows down to a river. តំបន់ទឹកហូរ watershed. Although the system has a tremendous means a very great in the amount or level or extremely good or bad. Practical result for life in Bali. Notice that its practical effects are not distinct from its ritual ones. For Balinese, the earth is a sacred place. The waters are sacred, life is sacred, and because the goddess of the lake makes the water flow, those who do not follow her laws may not possess her right to resist. Because of the goddess. The lessons for the Green Revolution scientists were serious. As much good as right research has done for rice-producing nations in Asia, there was also wisdom in patents of rice cultivation honed over centuries of experimentation in valley that technology alone could not improve upon. Honed, yeah, honed it means to make something perfect or completely suitable for its purpose. The Balinese have returned to the ancient system of management of irrigation by means of temple festival and the ritual calendar. Okay, now let's get started to the new one. In the that you have gotta learn that you have to learn right now. It means the early Asians. In traditional Chinese pharmacology, the study of medicines and drugs, including their action, their use, and their effect on the body, are pharmacology. Uh, One of the most potent of substances is dragon bones. Potent, I mean very powerful, forceful, or effective. Yeah, potent of substances is dragon bones. Chinese pharmacology. Yeah, in the powdered form, stirred into tea, it is a remedy for a great number of ailments. A remedy, a successful way of curing an illness or then with a problem or difficulty. An ailment, an illness, from general weakness to specific illnesses such as dysentery. Dysentery, a disease of the bowels that causes the contents to be passed out of the body much more often and in a more liquid form than usual. It is caused by an infection that is spread by dirty water or food, dysentery, uh, and malaria. One might think dragon bones would be hard to come by, but an excellent source of them about 30 miles southwest of Beijing supplied the pharmacologist of the capital for many years. Around the turn of the 20th century, a few scientists came to recognize that these dragon bones were actually fossils of ancient animals. Dragon bones have been referred to the fossil of ancient animal. Yeah, fossil ancient of animal. Some of them extinct, including saber-toothed tigers, rhinoceroses, horses, bears, yeah, hyena, and buffaloes. Yeah, fossil. Fossil means the shape of a bone, a shell, or a plant or animal that has been preserved in rock for a very long period. Fossil, that's called fossil. And extinct, not now existing. Samson Hanhauja. Saber-toothed tiger. Saber-toothed tigers, I mean a large wild cat that lived in the past with two long curved front teeth. Yeah, saber-toothed tiger. If you want to know about this type of animal clearly, you can type to search in the internet. Yeah, on the internet to know about the saber-toothed tiger. Rhinoceroses, horses, bear, hyena, and buffaloes. Among these fossils were two teeth that ended up in the Swedish laboratory of let's read. It's difficult to pronounce this word. Paleontologist. I mean a person who studies or is an expert in the branch of science concerned with fossil animals and plants. bộ ran with two. Yeah, the J.G. Anderson. In the 1926, he made the astonishing announcement to the scientific world that they were human. Uh, that is, they were of genus Homo, but of species Erectus, not sapien. Uh, genus Homo, genus Homo, I mean a group of animals or plant are more closely related than a family, but less similar than a species. ពួកចំពោះប្រភេទ just called genus. And Erectus, Homo erectus, actually Homo erectus, I mean it is an extinct species of archaic human from the Pleistocene, with its earliest occurrence about 2 million years ago, and its specimens are among the first recognizable members of the genus Homo. Yeah, erectus. One more we can say Homo erectus. Not sapien. Sapien means the wise, yeah, the wise human, and that it's just what a Homo sapien is. Homo sapien is the subspecies that stems, from Homo sapien. This subspecies consists of only modern humans. Pekinensis sapien is a modern human. Homo sapien is the scientific name for the human. Yeah, you actually know this word means only the human, refer to human or the wise human, modern human, sapiens. They were thought to be an evolutionary, relating to the way in which living things developed over millions of years. What evolutionary. Precursor is a person or thing that comes before another of the same kind, or we can say that a forerunner. Forerunner. មុនគេ yes. Modern humans to modern humans. The first Homo erectus fossils had been discovered in 1891 in what is now Indonesia, and these were dubbed Jawa men. Dubbed to give something or someone particular name, especially describing what you think of them. តែងតាំងដាក់ឈ្មោះប្រសិទ្ធិ Java man. Homo erectus, H stands for Homo, yeah. Erectus may have been in Java as early as a million years ago. Java, a large island. Java, I mean a large island in the Malay archipelago, forming part of Asia. Indonesia population with it 120 million, estimate in the year of 2008 with Mandura កោះធំមួយនៅប្រជុំកោះម៉ាឡេ yes, and million years as early as million years ago, having migrated out of Africa in Wales and spread throughout the island and southern China for millennia. Millennia, it is a plural. It means a period of 1,000 years, or the time when the period of 1,000 years ends. It made repeated efforts to move north during periods between glacial, when the north was less frigid. Do you know about glacial? Glacial, I mean the times in the past when the temperature was very cold and glacier covered large parts of the Earth's ice age ទាំងទឹកកក yeah. And frigid of water condition or the condition in a room. I mean extremely cold, yeah, extremely cold, frigid. Packing man, a fossil hominid of the middle Pleistocene period, identified from a remain found near Beijing in 1946. If we talk about the hominid, I mean the group consisting of all modern and extinct great apes. Pleistocene, yeah, Pleistocene, yeah, Pleistocene, the period of time between around 1.8 million and 10,000 years ago, in which modern humans first appear and the northern hemisphere experienced the ice age. Yeah, the ice age is a part of that the northern movement, a late arrival 550,000 to 300,000 years ago. The scientific, world responded, yeah, cautiously, yeah, cautiously, in a way that deliberately avoids potential problems or dangers. ដោយប្រយ័ត្នប្រយែង yeah, cautiously to Anderson's assertion that packing man was human. Okay, it was a fabulous find if true. These teeth were found in association with extinct species like saber-toothed tigers in the bed assumed to be over a million years old, but it was, after all, only two teeth, a molar and a premolar. Molar, one of the light teeth at the back of the mouth in human and some other animals, used for crushing and chewing food. One of we can say the jaw, yeah, and premolar, one of the two teeth immediately in front of the molar on both sides of the upper and lower jaws of human and some other animals, used for grinding, and chewing food, crushing it with the teeth. ថ្មិញចិត្តចង្កូមយើងឲ្យលើក្រោមសងខាងប៉ុន្តែវាមិនមែនជាប់មិនសង្គមទេជាប់ចង្កូមយើងនឹងណា okay. There was already controversies over a few specimens of an early man called Piltdown man found in England. Controversy, a lot of disagreement or argument about something, usually because it affects or is important to many people. A specimen, something shown or examined as an example, a typical example, គំរូ yeah, which was later proved to be an elaborate fake and exposed the scientific world to ridicule by the press. Elaborate, containing a lot of careful detail or many detailed parts. Exposed, to remove what is covering something so that it can be seen behind little down. Ridicule, to laugh at someone in an unkind way. Yes. Okay, now it's nearly finished. Yeah, it come to an end right now. But the announcement of a hominid, a hominid finds at Dragon Bone Hill, now better known as Sukudian, Yeah, su go chi an. Yes. Chu go the end. Yes. Chu go ident. The end. Led to a long but intermittent, not happening regularly or continuously, stopping and starting repeatedly or with periods in between but tiếng tốt, yeah, intermittent. Sequence, a series of related things or events or the order in which they follow each other, lục đạp, just sequence of excavation and the discoveries of great many more remains of what is now called Peking man or Homo erectus Pek, Pekinensis. Yeah, Pekinensis. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching my video lesson, and if you have any question according to the vocabularies, you can ask me, or I think that you don't need ask me about the vocabulary, because I read and also give you the explanation, and you know uh, yeah, translate it for you in each one already from the first until the end. And about the packing man, or one more we can say the Homo erectus. Yeah. Okay, thank you again for watching my video lesson. If you have a question, you can ask me through our Telegram group. Thank you. Goodbye. Good luck, everybody. Thank you.